see. Why am I touching it?
Just touch it. It's a piece of cheese.
Ew. You're the one who picked that, though.
No, the rest of the cheese is soft. Just this one is funny.
Ew. All right, put the mic close to your face. Oh. Ow.
Okay.
And then the headphones around.
What are the phones for?
Listening, so you can hear. I can hear myself.
I feel a little claustrophobic. Okay.
Do you want to switch to these?
No, it's the eyeglasses with the.
Oh, okay.
phones.
Are you going to be all right without it? Hello? Okay, yeah.
Hello.
Here, you can move the mic closer to your face.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But keep talking.
Okay. Can you hear me talking? Can you hear me knocking?
How's that for noise? Do you feel
noise?
You're louder now, huh?
I don't know. I don't hear anything.
What do you mean you don't hear?
I hear myself. I hear myself.
Okay, put the headphones in.
There. Okay. Now I hear wires connecting.
Do you hear you now?
Oh, now I do.
Ah.
Yes.
Yay. So that's why we have this, because otherwise...
We would not know.
I guess so.
Okay.
I don't know. Feels official.
It's totally official. Can you hear me chewing?
Yeah, that's fine. These motherfuckers are used to me doing what I do.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Conservatish, episode, I think 9. Yeah, this is episode 9. For the love of God. Have you listened to any of them?
I listened to...
The Jake one?
I listened to some of the Jake, and I listened to some of the Bridget.
Oh, okay.
And that's when I got scared, because I was like... Well, no, because I was like, she at least had something cool, like gave birth, you know? Like, I didn't even do that. You know?
She at least gave birth.
She at least like did something.
Jake gave birth too.
To what he eats.
Yeah, probably.
Primarily, yeah.
Came out of his vagina.
There's
There's every episode, for some reason, there are themes.
Okay.
I don't know if you've listened to, but most episode, either eating ass comes up, or racism, or both.
Are you trying to be politically incorrect? Because I have some stuff that people hate me for.
The podcast is called Conservatish.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I'm being an asshole on purpose, kind of.
Right.
You know what I mean? But also, it's kind of there's a ring to it, and it brings people in. So yeah, I'm being politically incorrect on purpose. But
okay.
I also just I have had a bout of people who don't worry while I make this shit.
I want to look at it when you're done.
Please,
I want to look at the
free.
package.
But I've had a stint of people who decidedly, like my brother on the last episode, talked about how he decides he doesn't eat ass, and it's it bothers me. It bothers me in my
Really?
head.
I don't eat ass.
Okay, but that's totally different,
Disgusting.
though.
What
Okay,
do
but
you
that's
mean?
totally
Why would you
different.
want E. coli in your mouth?
Not E. coli. I'm talking about a clean girls' asses.
I don't.
Showered. Come on now. That's totally different. That's a whole different game.
We're
I'm not
like
talking about the Amazon rainforest of a dude's ass.
You're
God
like
fucking.
2 minutes in and you're talking about eating ass.
I'm just saying. I was talking about how there's themes that for some reason.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, no. That's you see. Is it entertaining enough to you that package?
Yeah. I like shakes, like I told you.
Right.
When you were telling me how much weight you've lost and when I asked how, I like shakes, so I'm just checking this shake out.
Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of the box. I don't think I have a box with me, but it's pretty good.
But is it a meal replacement or is
Yes,
it just
ma'am.
a shake?
No, it's a meal replacement.
So it's a full meal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It has all kinds of protein and fat and a little bit of carbs, a little bit of sugar, but very light on the carbs.
Yeah.
Lots of vitamins added to it and this and that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
But I eat like 5 of those a day and some vegetables and meat. Hang on. This head.
Oh, hello.
For the love of God. Right. All right, that's better. Yeah, see, that's better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, did you hear the buzzing earlier? Not this buzzing that just happened, but the buzzing that happened
When you
earlier.
touched it, I heard buzzing, yes.
Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Trinity. Hello, Trinity.
Hello.
How are you? So what's the ones we don't even go into it yet, but you said people hate you for some things?
Oh, so okay.
This is a safe place.
Right,
This
that's
is a
what I
safe
wanna know,
platform
because
these people know who I am. They can find and beat me, but
Right.
they won't know who you are.
Well, they probably will, but so this is the thing is I get half truths of something and then I make an opinion on it.
Yeah, me too.
Right? And so the Me Too movement. Mm-hmm. right? Is that like when that was going out, like the Me? What's so funny?
I'm just ready for what's
You
going to
know
happen.
what I'm talking about because it's annoying, right? The Me Too, right? It's so. Am I wrong? And I could be wrong on what it's about.
I just appreciate that you're talking. I didn't say it this time. That's all I'm saying.
No,
but
and like I said, I could be wrong. But isn't it about like, okay, it's people that have been either raped or molested, or is that correct?
Sexual harassment
victim, right?
Sure.
Right. And it's all this Me Too shit, right?
Sure.
So what happened around that time? Do you remember that? You know the guy from Palo Alto, the actor from Palo Alto,
James
Franco,
Yeah.
right? Who I adore.
I think he's a very handsome boy, but
Right.
I never learned the story. There's a few
So
of the
again-
people I didn't learn the story. So
Right.
do you know what the story is?
No, I know half the story, right?
Okay, so tell us what the half of the
So
story
the half
is.
the story is supposedly he was like some scumbag that like, made a girl, like sexually harassed a girl, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
From what I understand, the story was actually he offered this chick a part if she gave him head.
Okay.
Right? And she did. So
And then she got the part.
I don't know. Like I said,
okay.
I only know half of everything I'm
This
talking
is
about. But
right.
but my point is, he may be like, okay, maybe he's a scummy,
Right.
maybe sleazy,
Sure.
but not like a rapist in any form. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because he, like she did it
Right.
to get ahead.
Well, see, but that's the thing is that the people are conflating those two things. They're blurring the lines between, okay, he's a womanizer,
Right,
and he's a rapist. There's
Right.
a big fucking difference
Right.
between those two things.
Right.
But these days, it's like, oh, James Franco, or who was the other one? Aziz Ansari. I don't like his comedy. The little skinny Indian boy, Aziz Ansari.
Okay.
He was in Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that kid. You
What
saw
happened?
what happened. So apparently he was on a date, and I'm going to butcher it too because I
Okay.
only know half truths.
Right.
But fuck having humility. Let's just jump into it like we know exactly
Like we
what we're
know.
talking about all the times. And like this is the judgment. I need a gavel of some kind. But like, so he went on a date with a girl, and it was going okay. She came back to his place. Ding, ding, ding. But anyway, we'll get to that. But like, she went back to his place, and he makes a move, and it, like, she didn't really reciprocate, and she was like, no, I don't, no. And then so he like kind of, he made another move, and then it's just like, and then she sucked his dick, even though she had initially said no once or twice,
Right.
but not no, I'm going to get up and leave.
Right.
Just no, like, no, I shouldn't, and I don't, no, and I'm just not, but she didn't leave. He didn't kick her out. Now that,
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like, do you know how many times that's happened to me? Like,
Right.
And then found out later on, I just needed to approach it a different way, or I just needed to be a little more aggressive, or a little nicer, or a little this, or a little that.
Right.
Like, we never know. There is a no, and you fucking respect it.
Right.
But sometimes a no is just like that song, I really can't stay. That's not a rapey song. Like, people have been saying, do you remember the lyrics? Let me look up the lyrics. Hang on. Let's get a fucking
I don't
official.
know what you're talking about. But what was the guy? I
Baby,
didn't
It's
hear.
Cold Outside. You never heard that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
People
the Christmas
say,
song.
Yeah, the Christmas song. People
Right.
say that that's a rapey song.
Isn't that a Christmas song?
Well, yeah, but
I don't know how rape gets out of Christmas, but I don't even. But what did that guy? So what was the saying? Like, what was the rumors about that actor?
Well, so he got
That
he
he
got
was
he got in
harassing
trouble.
somebody?
Right, he got in trouble because she said he's he pushed even though she said no, and he
Okay.
didn't respect her
Yeah.
for saying no.
Yeah.
So lyrics said, "Baby, I really can't stay. I've got to go away. This evening has been so very nice. My mother will start to worry. Beautiful, what's your hurry? My father will be pacing the floor." The girl's saying, listen to the fireplace roar is what he's saying. So really, I'd better scurry. Hang on, where's the really rapey part that people say that it's rapey?
I've never heard
Oh,
that.
the neighbors might think, baby, it's bad out there. So what's in this drink? She's not actually saying that he roofied her. She's saying she's fighting an internal struggle because she wants to leave, but she wants to stay.
Yeah.
She's trying to be a good girl and get out of there because it's, and he's like, hey, it's cold outside. Come on, baby.
Right.
Come on, baby. And she's fighting a struggle against herself, saying, I should go. Come on, come on, Samantha. You said not to be a slut last time. Like,
Right,
you're gonna be a
right.
good girl this time. But she's saying, she's not literally saying what's in this drink. Like, he
Well, this
actually
was
roofied her.
pre-roofied time anyway, wasn't it? Isn't this an
Probably.
old song?
Oh yeah,
it's
from
super old. I don't think there was roofies happening.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
Maybe that. I guess back in the day they didn't need to. They would just they just rough you up. I guess. But you know, I'm just saying, like, there are some things we all immediately like hear, or we see on a post, or we hear we hear a half truth and then we make a judgment on. Anytime I hear a bunch of people all believing one thing, I immediately, for some reason, I'm just like, that's not, that's why that, baby, it's cold outside came into my head. I'm sorry. I'm just going off on a tangent now. I don't know. But, so what, you're saying that, what's your opinion about the James Franco thing?
Oh, well, he's not, like, my opinion is just she willingly did it to get ahead in her career.
Right.
So it's just because like we said, he may be a womanizer, or he may be like kind of a sleazy dude, but he's not like, like she was a willing participant.
Right.
But what I get upset about is, I don't even know how to articulate this well, but women are so worried about like, being, like not being respected, or the or the Me Too movement or something like that. Right. But it's like, but you're actually like putting this is so bad. They're putting themselves in a position to be like victimized. Like I'm a female. Like there's absolutely no way unless somebody puts a gun to my head. Right. I'm not like, if I don't want to do it, I'm not fucking doing it. Right. And I'm not a victim in that sense. Like,
and I feel like most of the time you kind of know that, especially like with the Aziz Ansari thing, where like, okay, this guy asked me up to his room. If I actually, not that you can't change your mind in the middle and go like, you know what, I changed my mind. I don't want. And if that's legit, it's legit. You don't fucking push if it's legit.
Right.
But I've had times where, like I said, like where I can tell the difference between, no, I'm serious, I gotta go, versus like, no, we're making out, like touching titties okay, but then you put your hand, you make a move for the panties, and like, no, she stopped. She's like, okay, but then we keep making out, and like another 10, 15, I'm like, okay, make another move, and that time it works. It's not because I'm an evil person. It's not because she's a slut. It's because, I don't know, it's fucking nature. Like there needs to be some sort of a courting process and stuff. And as far as that, I think the ultimate thing is not like, what was she wearing or anything crazy like that necessarily, but, and this goes, I kind of equate it in some ways to the racial thing in some ways, but bottom line, like, just let's keep it one controversial topic at a time.
Right.
I don't see women as fragile flowers.
Correct. Me neither.
You're responsible for your decisions just like I'm responsible. Yes, my biceps are bigger, and push comes to shove, I could be an evil piece of shit prick and rape somebody. But ultimately, I think most women kind of know, if I'm going up to this guy's apartment, I kind of want to, I'm interested in something. You know what I mean? Like even with the Louis C.K. thing, like, oh yeah, come to my apartment. Why would you do that if you did not know that some sort of sexual thing could happen? If you're older than 19. Or even younger, whatever. But like, you kind of know. And that's part of the other reason why I thought about having you on. I hadn't thought about it intentionally, but like, I appreciate women who are honest about their sexual beings, not the body or the history or whatever, but just the fact that like, no, I'm a perv and I know pervs. And also, and that women who don't see women as like, like that whole idea of like, believe all women. It's like, I know some crazy ass bitches. Like,
what do you mean believe all women? What's that?
There are some people in that Me Too movement who say like, believe all women.
Oh, no matter what they say.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I personally know, because I do know a lot of crazy people. Yeah. So as you do. Women that have gotten pissed. Right.
Right.
Women that, and they've told me this, and of course I'm not going to say it, but they've gotten pissed off at somebody, and because they broke up with them or whatever the situation was, but have purposely, falsely accused them of rape because they're mad. Right. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying that men haven't done that either. I'm just saying, like, people do this shit, like, all the time, And so...
or lie about a baby, or lie about, yeah. Do you know anybody in particular who lied about I'm pregnant? You obviously don't share the name, but... like,
no. I mean, not recently, because I'm kind of out of the pregnancy era, I think, but... Yeah, I'm sure I have at some. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I have at some point.
But that's what I appreciate. There's a friend of mine, and she knows exactly who the fuck she is. But I know she would never come on. But she's one of those people who understands, like, when sometimes you'll see that thing on, that's men excusing locker room talk. I talked about it on the Sheldon episode. Like, you get a fucking couple of females around each other. Stop. You don't show each other dick pics and fucking talk about filthy ass shit just like the rest of us. You know what I mean? That's
I don't.
You don't?
No.
You don't talk about filthy shit anymore?
Well, I don't think I ever did.
With other females?
No. Okay, so let's put it this way. I have two female friends.
As an example, okay.
I have two female friends.
Well, how would the stories about that fake rape stuff come up if you weren't talking about foul shit?
Just talking about being a crazy bee. Just the craziness, the insanity of
and you wouldn't talk about you wouldn't share about, like, hey, so how's the sex, or how big is he?
No.
What?
Nobody gives a shit.
Come on.
No, I'm serious.
That's not entertaining to you?
No.
Okay.
I swear to God.
Was it ever at another point?
No.
Okay. So then you're saying, the point I'm making by saying that is that females are filthy too. Like, females are not above.
No, they are not above.
Or gay man or whatever. Like, you get, like, it's not, the straight male gay is just evil. Like, no. Like, I'm sorry, like, not the females that I know. I mean, I guess maybe Trinity is an exception.
I might not just be as interesting as other women talking to each other. I don't know. But my like, two girlfriends have never, like, gotten into that, like, I haven't. But not saying that it doesn't happen all the time on a daily basis. I hang out more with I think, well, my husband's my best friend, but most of my friends, I think, are probably more on the male side. Okay. And then I'm not discussing
no, why would you? Yeah.
With like you or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so
why did you say we're talking some I mean, I you don't have to say it, but I'm not discussing D. I'm not discussing poo-poo. You can say shit. It's all right. But no, yeah, that's. Can we? Here's another weird idea. I don't think. I mean, I have female friends, but if they're single and I'm single, I don't think that really
works.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think it exists with no. What's the word?
Intention.
Yeah, with no intention or underneath. If she's not, like, unattractive, right? If she's unattractive, then I can. Right. Yeah, I can totally do it. But, like, if she's attractive, like, and I can't believe that, like, there's not a I mean, there's always some sort of energy and weird stuff like that when that channel is open that way. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. I haven't seen that. Have you seen that?
Where there's not the attraction? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like I have, but I feel like a lot of people are very
I don't like that you're pointing at me like that.
Sorry.
It's very aggressive.
I feel like a lot of people are very blinded to it, like maybe more naive, like, oh no, we're just friends or something, you know what I mean? But it's like, but look at
the intention thing of going up to the guy's hotel room. It's the same thing of, like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. What,
right. Like, after 19, you should know what the guy's intention was. Right. You know, like, if you're not interested, don't go up to his room and get naked. Right. I don't know.
What's another offensive thing that you believe? I mean, while we're on the topic, we could always go. I also wanted to talk about pets or animals and shit. So we could do that too.
That's not offensive though. It's gonna be.
You don't have like a I feel like there's a vaccine mom or an anti-vaccine mom somewhere.
Oh! I mean, I can get into the anti-breeding situation.
Ooh, what's really that? What's all that?
I'm an anti-breeder.
Okay, what does that mean?
I'm an anti-breeder. It means so I'm a person that will rescue. Right? Animals. All my animals are from either the pound or somebody's yard that I took them from or whatever. You know what I mean? So
what kind of took them? Meaning like you?
Like they just weren't taking. I didn't dog nap them.
Okay.
Per se, I just
per se.
I didn't take them without them. No, I just kind of.
This will not come up to fucking evidence later.
I just kind of said like so. My last house I was living in before we got this house. the neighbors had this little chihuahua tied up in the backyard 24/7. And I mean,
chihuahua too.
Yeah,
That's not an outside dog.
So I got obsessive, right? And I was constantly looking over the fence, like every day, you know, and I would drop off dog food for these people, you know, because like some people have different beliefs on dogs or whatever. So I was trying to be helpful at first, like here's a dog house, here's a dog food, you know, and they like didn't use anything that I gave them, and the dog ended up needing like a major surgery, and since I work in the business, I can get it done a lot cheaper than what they could have or would have paid for. So I said, why don't you just give me the dog?
Okay.
So I got the dog.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a big like either rescuer, like the shelters are so overfull with killer animals that like killer like isn't good, great animals.
Okay. Right.
And then there's a group of people that like to breed animals and sell them for a lot of money. And like, I just don't believe in that. It's been on all my, like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I just, until the shelters are empty, like, I don't feel like you should be paying $500 for a puppy when you can go save one. Right. Right. And I feel like, I feel big over it. Like, the only time I never talked to my sister in our whole, like, lives is when she bought a dog. And I was pissed. Right. But it's like talking about religion. Like, people that buy dogs are very into buying dogs.
Yeah, I've heard, I guess some people have the thought that they have less health problems,
but
or...
That's a lie.
Is it really?
It's a lie, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the more if you think about it, the more you inbreed, right? You're inbreeding these dogs to make sure that they're full bred, whatever. Right. Basically, they're inbred. This is my thoughts. Right. And then you see, you know, like how many German Shepherds have bad hips, or how many King Charles Cavaliers have bad hearts, or how many Dalmatians have bad urinary problems. Like, it's all a breed thing, right? Oh, okay. You get a mutt, it lives forever.
Okay. Yeah,
that's what I think. But
that's yeah. Do you how long have you been working in it with animals?
About 12 years.
How long did you know you wanted to before you did?
I didn't. I groomed dogs when I was young, in my 20s, and I loved it. I've always loved animals. I grew up in a house with like dogs and cats and rabbits and, you know, animals everywhere. And it was like the days before Advantage, you know, the flea protection. There's fucking fleas everywhere. Right. But I've always loved animals. And then I did do some grooming when I was young. And then I wanted a job where I could wear scrubs. And
why? Because you just
because I hate getting dressed. I hate dressing.
Oh, I see.
I hate dressing. It's hard for me to do.
I'm sorry that you had to come up to San Francisco.
I mean, 90% of the time I have to ask my husband, like, does this match? Do I look okay? Because I just can't do it.
So were you more like, were you raised in like more of like was it like a farm type of atmosphere? Like, or was it just kind of a hayseed type atmosphere?
It was like a hippie house kind of.
Okay. So that's what,
white, trashy. I don't know. But it's, I wanted to wear scrubs, so I don't have to worry about what to wear. So I was going to go to school to be a human nurse, and in that time, I got into animal nursing. So
yeah,
and that's it.
Human nursing seems like it would be way much more of a pain in the ass.
Well, disgusting.
Oh yeah, that too.
Disgusting.
Okay,
disgusting.
But hang on. You have to fucking express anal glands.
No
okay,
problem.
You never have to express male anal glands.
Ew! Could you imagine? Could you imagine touching? Like human feces?
Poop. Shit.
All right. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
it's disgusting. And you can catch diseases from humans.
Right. But again, going back to the eating ass thing, if they're clean, like, it's fine. You know?
That's disgusting.
But I'm just saying. Anyway, I don't know why there's an asshole stream throughout my entire podcast.
I'm trying to eat here. I'm trying to eat. I don't like ass.
You got that rubbery cheese. What's the fucking so you started how soon into it were you like, okay, this is legit, like I'm like, how did you make the transition from, did you just see some animal and be like, oh, what if I could just do this nursing shit for animals? Was it quick?
No, I was taking my prereqs to get into the nursing program, which is the same prereqs you need to get into the vet tech program.
Okay.
And in that time I started working at an animal hospital.
Oh, wow.
And then it was, by the time I was done with my prereqs, I was just that's what I was going to do. I knew I was going to do that.
Is part of it that you just feel like they're, like, for me, I feel like animals, like especially dogs, I don't give a fuck about cats. I just do not. I've had them growing up and whatever. You can live and everything, but fuck a cat, dude. Fuck a cat, dude.
Good
why
Lord.
why would I give a fuck about something that doesn't give a fuck about me? A dog is so much a better human, in my opinion. Like, they're just better people, in my opinion.
I believe that. Dogs are better people.
Right. But I also think, as far as dogs versus humans, dogs are closer to God than we'll ever be.
Oh, absolutely.
They're in the moment.
Without
They're
a
just
doubt.
happier than shit wherever, they're matching your enthusiasm. They're just there
Without
in the
a doubt.
moment. I had a dog. I was playing music at Duvin Wine Bar. I do that from time to time. And I was playing, and
What's that?
It's over in Oakland.
Where?
In Montclair.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's a cool spot. Oh yeah, I'll be there again March, what day is it? September 29th. I'll be there again after like 8:30. Anyway, and there was a dog, and it's the type of dog where like she's 16 years old.
Yeah.
And at least one eye was like white, like
Yes,
it'd gone
I love
blindish.
that. Yes.
And what is the thing where the tongue hangs out of the
They
mouth?
probably have no teeth.
Is that the only thing that keeps the dog's tongue in the mouth is the teeth?
Well, I mean, the ones, if they're old like that, usually their tongue's sticking out to the side.
Mm-hmm.
They usually are missing like a bunch of teeth and just kind of those are my favorite. I love elder dogs more than anything.
So, and that's part of the thing, as far as the breeding versus whatever, like, I feel like, here's the picture of the dog.
Oh, you took a picture?
Well, yeah, I don't know if you can see the tongue or anything. Look at that little thing.
I can't see the tongue.
No, you can't see
But
the
it's
tongue.
cute. But
It's a
I
very
thought you were
cute
playing music somewhere. Oh, is this
This is at the bar.
in the place?
Yeah, in the
Oh,
place.
I thought it was
the
outside
dog.
somewhere.
The dog apparently doesn't like boys normally, but she likes me.
That's a compliment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell these girls. What was I saying?
The tongue, the white eyes, the dog, the cat.
Oh. Breeding versus adoption.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna only spend a couple of years with this thing, you might as well, whoever is in front of you, be there in the moment with that dog. Like, I feel like a breeding mentality, or why you would go to a breeder, is because you want this perfect, you have this ideal, you're not interested in the person, or not in the person, in the personality of the dog, and like caring about whoever the fuck is right in front of you, and just enjoying this year left or 2 years
Right.
you have left with this animal.
Right.
Instead, or, I mean, sometimes they have this idea, like you're saying, like, that even though it's bullshit, of like that the dog's going to be, more crazy or whatever. I don't know. I've had good experiences. You know what I mean?
With what?
With adopted dogs.
Yeah.
I've never had like we have a dog right now. It's my roommate's dog. She doesn't like me. But she doesn't like really anybody except for like the core family. And she's fine with me, but like she'll still bark anytime anyone comes to the door.
Is it a little dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because, she had a bad experience before or something. I don't know what the fuck the problem is, but I've been living with that family for almost 2 years, and she's still like, just like, my roommate texted me, "Hey, can you let her out?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I go grab the leash. I'm like, come on. And she's still like, on the other side of the fucking room. I'm like, motherfucker, like, we live in Pacifica. There are coyotes who will like put you on your back and gut you and eat you alive. You fucking, anyway.
Will she let you take her out?
No, so I just put her in the backyard.
Right.
And fucking
Right.
go fight the coyotes. I don't fucking at a certain point. Jesus
Well, the
Christ.
little dogs seem to be more of a. I mean, I have 2 little dogs and a pit bull.
Oh,
and
you still have that same pit bull from?
Yeah.
How old is he or she?
old. He's old, handsome,
Oh yeah, handsome.
handsome. Handsome.
I know. It's been a long time since we hooked up.
Been a while. He's old. He's 13. He's old. But if somebody comes to the door, the little ones are the ones that protect me and make noise, and they're like a little alarm system. Whereas he's half deaf now anyway. But
Right.
they're the ones that I count on for like
If something
to let me know somebody's around the house.
Right.
So they're good.
But if push came to shove, do you feel like Handsome, when maybe a couple of years ago, that he would bite a motherfucker?
No, absolutely not. He'd probably take out. He's a dick.
He would be the one like get him a pillow or something.
He'd be like, if you got a cookie, I'll go with you. I don't care. He doesn't care.
Jesus,
he doesn't care.
Are those smaller dogs females?
Yes,
that's probably what part of it too.
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
So what is that? It's interesting to me because, so like one of the times sometimes and I do feel like there are obviously generalizations and et cetera, but one of the things is sometimes people who are like, well, there are no differences between the genders and everything, that they'll say, well,
for dogs,
no, for humans,
oh.
Apparently there's, anyway, whatever. I'm not making any sense right now. I'm very tired right now. But they'll say like, well, in lions, a woman, the female lion will do the hunting. Well, yeah, but the male lion protects the whole fucking pride. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so there are different roles. What are the roles for a female versus a male dog?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I have really misbehaved dogs. I am not a dog trainer. Like I can work in the hospital, but as far as
you can love on them, but you can't tell them.
I cannot. What to do. None of my dogs sit. None of them know get down. None of them know to come back. None of them know not to eat off the counter. Like they're just bad dogs.
Is your husband better at it or no?
No, we both failed. We both totally failed. But I will tell you, like we've tried. We took Hanson to puppy school when we got him. Right. We got the water bottle. We got the, all the things to try and like train him. But we gave up. Okay. Like. He would steal food off the counter. The 100th time we were just like, fuck it, let him have it. Like we gave up. But I feel like the girl dogs are a little bit more loyal. Okay. Hanson will just take off and go with anybody. That's probably why he ended up in the pound. Sure. But the girls are pretty much by our, like they're loyal.
Okay. Yeah, more loyal. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to get your license with that?
It took me a really long time, probably because I was a convict, and you're not supposed to be a convict, which I didn't know until like the 8th year of my schooling.
Jesus. Okay, first things first. 8 years.
So I dropped out of school really young.
Okay.
And so when I decided to go back to school in my 30s, I had to start at like right after junior high level.
Oh, okay.
So I had to take basic math to get.
But you were still allowed to work with dogs and
yeah, I was working in a kennel, so I wasn't doing anything medical wise. Oh, okay. But it took me forever to do my schooling. It would take a normal person probably 4 years, but it took me a really long time, and I knew like a year before I was supposed to graduate in the program that apparently if you have any convicted felonies, you cannot do this line of work. So, but that many years later, like I'm not going to stop. So, once I graduated school, I had to get involved with a lawyer and go through a few years of dealing with the Veterinary Medical Board to have them let me sit for the state exam. Okay. It took forever. Right. It took forever.
Was there a time where they rejected that request?
Yeah, they rejected it right away.
Oh, shit. Yeah. They were like, this bitch, fuck that. Right.
That's why I got a lawyer.
How many requests did it take?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
And then a lot of court cases and like, yeah, it was a hassle. And, I've been sober over 13 years. And when I first got my license, they had me urine testing 3, 4, 5 times a month.
And you had been sober a while at that time,
I'd been sober quite a while at that time, probably 10 years, 9 or 10 years. And I still had to go piss test, and pay for it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, it was awful.
Oh, and I'm sure the lawyer wasn't pro bono necessarily either.
She was.
Oh, she was?
She was.
Okay, good.
She was. Out of Berkeley. They were awesome. They were awesome. But, yeah, it was a pain in the ass. It was. Yeah.
So what was the difference? What's when you took the exams? How many times did it take? Just
one time.
You passed. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were working in a kennel. Then what happened?
Then I started at the same place I was at working at a kennel. They slowly were training me to do medical stuff and.
Okay.
Yeah.
And mostly the medical stuff, I guess is because of the chemicals, right? Is they don't want you to have, ketamine or stuff like that, right? Like they don't want felons near the sharp shit.
You have to learn how to do it. I mean, you have to learn how to draw blood and run anesthesia and do x-rays and all that shit. Okay. So you were learning it. But I think now they used to be more relaxed on it. But now either you have to be licensed or if you're non-licensed, person, you have to like go through a background check, fingerprints and stuff to be able to handle the drugs.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the Oz penis? I still don't understand it, but I hear it every time. Like I start thinking, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta call Trinity.
Why was I talking about that?
The Oz penis. I don't know.
Talking about?
You were some weird fucking. I don't know what the hell your problem was. But it's a dog's dick? Is that what it is?
Kind of. It's like the bone.
It's the bone. All right.
It's
the
like
bone.
when you're. Yeah. It's
because the podcast audience wants to know.
Oh my god.
What is the Oz penis?
What was I talking about? What was I doing?
I don't know.
Was I in school? I must have been in school trying to act smart or something. I don't know.
That sounds about right.
Right.
Okay.
Whew.
So it's the bone of the piece. What's the what is I don't know. Are you at the level that you want to be at with it?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Is there a level above wherever that?
There is. There's people that go for their specialty.
And that's surgery and shit like that, or
no? I work in neurology now, and I love it.
Oh shit! Okay.
Which has surgery, neurosurgery. So for the neck and the back.
Okay. Do you perform surgery?
No, I'm not a surgeon.
Okay, well that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm fucking. I mean, I would never trust you with a goddamn knife, but
No, I monitor the anesthesia.
Okay.
And I'm happy with what I do. I mean, honestly, at this age, like I'm just looking forward to like when I can retire.
Sure.
That's what I'm looking forward to. There's a lot of people that go for their specialty. It's a lot of schooling, a lot of work, a lot of papers to write.
Right.
I have no interest in that at all.
This is a difficult question, I think, but so you handle the anesthesia. Mm-hmm. Has there ever been a time where you like overdid it?
No.
Okay.
You mean like
overdid the anesthesia? Have you ever felt like you were responsible for a dog not making it or anything? Okay.
No. I've been lucky.
Okay. But there have been people in your line of work who have experienced that.
I'm sure there has, and if I could think about it long enough, I'm sure there is. But a lot of times, if an animal dies, it's usually, they're compromised anyway, and they're gonna die. I don't think. I'm sure there has been nurses that have done something wrong that have caused a death. I'm sure of it, but the deaths that I've seen has been like the animal's super sick and probably not going to make it anyway, and they die. But it's not common.
Okay. Do you deal with families?
Yes.
Okay. You've had to give bad news and things like that to the family?
No, the doctor does that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's probably another reason why you don't want to get into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just...
Besides the wanting to retire and all that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not...
Well, you decided to sign up for the 8 years of schooling and shit. Jesus. I mean, you're like, now that you're 5 years out of schooling, all right, now I want to retire. Why'd you go to...
Done.
Continue with what you're going to say.
We do have to deal with a lot of people, putting their animals down and stuff, which is hard.
Okay.
That sucks, yeah. But, yeah. I mean, honestly, P, I'm getting old, and I just want to, I like to go to bed early. Mm-hmm. I like to do nothing. Mm-hmm. That's why talking, that's why I was worried about talking to you for 40 minutes, because I'm boring. I like to go to bed, and I like to watch UFC fights, and I like to watch my little shows that I watch and hang out with my dogs and my husband, and that's the best thing in the world. That's all I want.
What shows do you watch?
Right now we're watching Ozark.
People keep talking about it, but
good.
What's his face bothers me. I like him in a comedy aspect. I like him on Arrested Development.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't trust that he would do a good enough job.
He does a great job.
Does he?
You have to check it out. He does a great job, and 90% of why I like that show, other than it's really good, is him.
Really?
Yeah, he does a really good job. You wouldn't think so out of comedy, but he does.
Is it like a Breaking Bad type of thing too? Is it like a very dark?
It's pretty dark. There's not really any comedy to it. It's pretty dark. I mean, he's he's a cleaner for the cartel, and then he cleans money, and it's yeah, it's good.
Okay,
check it out.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Yeah.
Did you?
I feel like you would be a Game of Thrones person.
Why? I'm offended by that.
One of those East Bay people.
I'm fucking offended by that. That's like telling me that I would watch Harry Potter or some shit.
What?
That's the same shit.
Harry Potter with titties, though. I mean,
it's the same shit,
it's
isn't
a very no. I mean, maybe.
Do you know?
Or like a Walking Dead. You seem like a Walking Dead type of... No? Okay.
So I tried Walking Dead because everybody's into it. I tried one episode. I couldn't even get through it, ever.
Why?
It's just did not interest me.
It did not interest you?
Did it interest you?
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Well, like I was saying on Bridget's episode, I watched the first episode of Game of Thrones, and all I took from it was that there was some hot incest. Other than that...
Oh, really? Yeah, I've never watched
it. You didn't see the end of it?
I never watched the games.
Other than that, I'm like, yeah, all right. I don't need to. From the house of blah 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 blah, and then, and then the king and the fucking whatever.
I can't do that stuff.
Especially like when I see like that the author is that much of like a well-respected, anybody well-respected, I'm just fuck off. I don't want to fucking, I gotta read now. You gotta read the books. They're so much better. I gotta fuck yourself. I don't want to do stuff either. You know what I mean? I started the podcast only because I enjoyed, talking with people. But other than that, like, it's difficult to make me get out of my comfort zone and do shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I work really hard almost so I can go not work. You know what I mean? Like, I live from break to break.
Are you working? Do you work? I don't know what you do right now.
So I'm a musician or whatever, playing once or twice a week. And then I work at a Peruvian restaurant in Pacifica.
Do there?
I'm a server.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, financially it works, and schedule-wise it works. And, like I was telling my brother, like I've worked there for 5-6 months, so I've got seniority. Because it's a fucking restaurant. But did you ever work in restaurants?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Were you a server? Yeah.
I was a server. Yep. I was a prep cook. Yeah. I wasn't good at serving, though.
Really? But you're high energy.
I'm high energy, so I could do it. Like, I can hustle and
By the way, how could you be high energy and boring? Why? I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying, like, you're worried that you're boring, but you're also high energy.
Very high
energy. You're
just
spinning in a circle. It's like you're not moving any direction, but it's fast wherever you're going.
I'm type A.
You can't be type A and boring is what I'm saying. I'm trying to dissuade your bullshit head. I'm going to eat a cheese stick. I started to open it, and then I decided I was worried about the rubberiness, the consistency of it. I'm working there. It's going all right. It's I don't know. I've been talking about this. I've been thinking about moving to New York possibly in a year.
City?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to go to
Buffalo,
Albany. Jesus, I really want to go to Schenectady.
Where you're from? Upstate?
No. Originally Long Island.
Long Island.
I was born in Long Island, and then I moved out here when I was about 9.
Okay.
But mostly I've been thinking about it because of the comedy and because of the music and because I want to do it. And I know you relate to this in some ways. We won't need to necessarily talk about the personalities, but I don't really want to keep asking people their fucking opinion about whether or not I should move to New York. You know what I mean? Because I'm reaching the point where, like, I'm getting some, like, really good, like, kind of feedback on it from people who know New York and love New York. I've gotten a couple of, like, no, it's just, no, you shouldn't. And I started realizing, I think I was realizing it today. I'm like, why am I even asking these motherfuckers?
Right.
Like, why am I even asking? Like, you know what I mean? I feel that with some spiritual principles, too. This is like, I was so used to there's a one rule, and I can't fucking live that way. And then I'm like, at a certain point, I'm like, why am I asking these why am I fucking like I don't want to be all like, fucking girls just want to have fun or anything, but like, this is my fucking life, you know what I mean? Like, I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do,
Dude, if I was you, and I know this is my opinion, I would have fucking moved to New York.
Right.
I think New York's beautiful, and honestly, right now, we just had a new doctor start at our hospital that came from Manhattan. Yeah. The rent is cheaper in Manhattan right now.
That's what people are
So, then the Bay Area. She's like, I can't believe how expensive it is here compared to Manhattan. So,
well, the thing is with Manhattan, okay, in Manhattan, it can get super expensive. But, like, you go over the river, you go over to Brooklyn or go to Long Island and whatever. The problem is the epicenter for San Francisco spreads out much further. You have to go to fucking Pleasanton, to have something that's semi-whatever. Mm-hmm. You guys, do you want to say what city you guys live in currently?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Hayward.
Hayward? Okay. You can't like it. You can't. You just, it's a fucking impossible thing. How could you be...
It's so ghetto.
Not even the ghetto-ness of it. It's so far from anything that's not... From anything like... I know you don't care about entertainment.
No.
I'm not even talking about entertainment. No. I'm talking vibe alone.
Vibe alone, I love the East Bay.
It's impossible.
I'm all about the East Bay. I'm all about the East Bay.
You will fucking AG, all you motherfuckers. There's something wrong with you. I don't understand.
No, there's an East Bay pride there.
Okay, but just because you have a pride doesn't mean that you have anything to back up the pride.
There's a vibe. There's a vibe.
What's the vibe?
Not San Francisco.
I can get behind that.
There's the vibe there. Although everybody from San Francisco is plopping over there because people are getting kicked out of here, can't afford here, so they're all running over to West Oakland now. They fucked up West Oakland, so because it looks like little San Francisco over there now, you know.
But you can't. All right. But Pacifica's not fucking San Francisco either.
Right.
And it's at least you get ocean. Yeah, it's foggy, but it's not like, you know, it's kind of the vibe. The vibe. It just feels beige over there. It feels not even the dirtiness or the ghetto-ness. It's not the grittiness. There's a vibe like, oh yeah, let's go to Smart and Final. Okay.
It is not San Jose.
Right, let's go over to what is.
It is not.
I don't get that vibe from San Jose.
San Jose sucks.
It feels like a large Smart and Final or like a Food Max. That's what the
East
Bay.
There is a lot of Food Maxes, but it's not.
It feels like a giant Food Max.
So now think of like a giant, good coffee, lots of
Hayward.
vegan.
Hayward, stop.
No,
okay, so then why are you defending Hayward? I don't understand.
Because that's where you can get a house. That's where you can buy a house.
Yeah, all right.
All right. And you're 5 minutes from Oakland. So there's that.
But do you really like Oakland, though? I mean, I get it. The coffee. All right.
We wanted to live in Oakland, but we couldn't afford it. Oakland's more expensive. So, yeah, I do. I like it.
I don't feel Oakland or Berkeley. And this is what I was talking about on I can't remember who's. Oh, I think it was Peter's episode. My friend Peter. Is that in Oakland and Berkeley, I don't see. I feel like the only masculinity that's allowed over there is black guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're black, you're allowed to have testicles. If you're white, like, you just have to be like, I don't know. Well, what do you... Like, the woman asks the guy to marry her, you know?
Right. Can I be another un-PC shit that I cannot stand these days?
Sure.
Somebody's going to hate me for this.
Listen, you're so boring. They've turned it off by now.
I know. Okay. So it's the fucking... Okay.
Go ahead.
What?
I'll let you. I feel like it's the women.
Oh, no. It's not the women. It's the I don't know if they're called yuppies or millennials or what they're called. Sure. I don't know what this age
Yipsters,
is.
maybe.
Yipsters. Where it's fine. Everybody went vegan and like, wear skinny pants and they all look the same.
Yeah.
They all look the same.
They do.
And if I bring in a salad from Costco, it's got a plastic container. I get the look.
You get a look?
Oh, yeah.
What's the look? Like
I don't believe in plastic.
Really? Oh, right. God. That's that other thing is that everybody... Thing. Who was I
I'm
around?
so un-PC because I eat meat and I use plastic and I wear the same thing for 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not...
Yeah, you seem like a Linkin Park fan. That's what
I'm not a Linkin Park fan.
You watch Game of Thrones?
No, I don't!
No, I'm fucking around. Jesus Christ. Ass penis. But what was the thing I was just saying? Oh. Yeah, everybody's got like fucking mason jars as dinnerware
it's like
and shit.
It's like a trend.
Oh yeah, I'm there's a big pile, there's a bucket of compost rotting in the fucking corner.
Right.
No, I'm sorry, where was I? But like the smell of the body odor, just because you're a fuckable female doesn't mean you cannot shower and put deodorant on. Everybody needs to clean. Like you can't just
this is my new me.
But here's what it is. It's not even, and I was wrong actually. I don't think it's the women. I think it's the dudes kowtowing to that. I feel like it's
what?
Kowtowing.
What's
like bowing down, like, oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
And just slowly slouching and whatever you say, honey. Like just this bitchiness, making believe like I don't smell that nasty ass BO. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's not that she has the BO. It's that guys will still fuck her. Like it's that guys will still hit on her and see her as a wantable object. You know what I mean?
But maybe they're into it. Maybe they're into the BO.
Okay, but the BO mixed with the black... What's like the black jeans that are pulled up like to like here.
Oh, that's a thing now.
Where
high-waisted jeans.
High-waisted, but really it's just hiding a gut. You know what I mean? Where like
it does hide the gut.
Gut. Not a lot of titty, like, but not even like trying, like with it, like no bra and like hair that's short but semi-long that kind of comes up into this weird like.
You're describing a very specific look.
You're the one who said they all look the same. I'm trying to describe this animal. It looks like Cindy Lou Who that comes up, and it looks like a Cindy Lou Who haircut from Whoville.
Yeah,
the same Cindy Lou Who haircut and some BO with like a backpack and like Doc Martin ish type of like vegan boots. That's the type of person that's over with like a nose piercing and like just like I'm offended. This fucking fuck.
So you know,
but the problem is that can't be attractive. Like it just can't.
But it is because it's a generation. Like now. What's happening is you're sounding like you're getting old. Like I know I'm old, but now you're starting to like have that judgy shit about the next generation coming up behind you. So,
but this is what I'm saying. If that vibe is, if it's legit, like I know there are some dudes who are genuine bottoms. I'm not gonna hate on the genuine, like a legit. I like fucking, a heel in my balls. Like my hat's off to you, sir. Whatever. But like a guy who just makes believe. That's what bothers me. Is a guy who has conditioned himself subconsciously. Not consciously, to just be like, I can't get girls, so I'll get it any way I can. I'll take this animal in front of me. Like, I will make myself attracted to that, and I will say all the right political things, and I will listen to all the weird, dumb music, and I will get a goddamn mason jar. You know what I mean? Like, that's where, like, that's what I disagree with. That's what my fight is. It's not the generation necessarily. It's the dishonesty of a guy. Because I know, if it's 75% of the dudes,
right?
You're telling me all 75% of those dudes are all beta? That can't be. Instead of alpha male, like beta male.
Got it. Okay.
So there's got to be at least half of those motherfuckers are just lying to themselves and lying to the person, and it comes out in other ways. It comes out in, oh no, I just want you exactly the way you are with the mason jar and the fucking Cindy Lou hair, but I'll cheat on you.
Right.
Or I'll roofie, or I'll do some other weird fucking. It'll come the desire will come out in some other way, but these motherfuckers just instead of just being like, hey, you know what? I don't really want to be with you. You know what I mean? Like, or I want to see other people. Like, I'm not attracted to that, which I feel like would be more righteous. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
From a female point of view, I don't see that a lot. I mean, I don't know because I'm not hanging out with single guys to find out what they're into or not. You know what I mean? But nowadays it is such a different, like I was at work and a new guy started and one of the girls came over to me and was like, hey, is this guy gay or straight? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't know, because one, I haven't asked because I don't give a shit. And two,
too busy watching Game of Thrones.
Two, like I can't tell these days, you know what I mean? Because it's so like my husband.
Right.
He's straight.
Right.
And I can tell. I can tell. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But a lot of times I can't tell because they're wearing a purse and like funny shoes and like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I feel like I could be wrong, but I just don't feel like that's a generational thing. And maybe it's because I'm getting old. I don't know. I am 32. Ba-na-na-na.
You're getting up there.
But like, I feel like it's just because these guys are just, if everybody's, tastes are changing, sure. But I don't know. There are also females these days in that millennial category who do try to take care of themselves, who don't, say, fuck it, I'm going to let my body look like shit. Or, not let, like, obviously there's a difference between try and not try. There's some bigger girls who you can tell, like, they're trying.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they at least shower and get some nice clothes and put on a little, whatever. And that sounds like, oh, that's so much. And obviously I know, Miss Scrubs or whatever, like that, it doesn't sound necessarily attractive. But, like, I have to try. You know what I mean, too? Right. You know what I mean? I can't just go on the good looks of me. You know what I mean? We all have to, do things to make ourselves more attractive or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like it is, there's something, but that's mostly in the East Bay. And that would be in San Francisco. That would be in San Francisco, except there's so much money here and people coming from other places, and like, there's so much
they can afford the
foreign,
Botox and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm all about it now. Every single bit of money I get extra, I'm Botoxing.
Did you really? Have you?
Fuck yes. Are you kidding me? I love it.
Is it really good?
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. You could basically, if you're rich, you could never, like, you can put fillers here. You can put Botox here. You can do Kybella, which I've been.
What's Kybella?
See this little meat under my chin here? It's like a double chin.
Okay.
It's an injection, and you can get the fat. It dissolves the fat. I mean, there's so much shit they can do.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
I gotta start doing that because I've lost all this weight and I'm gonna keep going down. But like I got some skin. You know what I mean? I need to get rid of.
There's shit you could do.
I'm gonna need to look like fucking Joan Rivers. But okay, so when did you start doing that?
40.
Okay.
But you know.
Was it ever a thing where you were like you didn't want to do it?
Oh, yeah. I told myself my whole life, like, I would never do that. I would never do that. I'll just age gracefully. And then when the shit happens, you're like, fuck no, get the hair dye and some Botox. Because this is not, I'm not doing it. I'm not like aging gracefully.
That's like the mom who's like, natural birth. Holy fuck. Yeah. Like, I gotta, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I've never thought about it for myself. Because I'm just so naturally attractive.
Right.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Do you ever feel like so like what you just said? You don't need to. Do you ever feel like that's unfair? That you feel like you need to? Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, I think because I'm so light-skinned, I age worse. I think because I took such horrible care of myself for most of my life, I age worse. Genes, genetics, you know what I mean? So like, yeah.
But you feel like unfair meaning like with the man versus woman thing?
Oh, yeah. Men always age better, I think.
No, I mean, like, do you feel like... So, like, the reason why I guess I thought about it was me and Will were talking, and I was like, you know, it feels like, you know, some of the cosmetic things that you need to... And obviously there's pros and cons, but that's what I mean is that there are pros and cons to being a woman and being a man. You know what I mean? It's not just all... Women are just all just subjugated and marginalized, and, you know, it's so unfair that they have to, you know, do these cosmetic things. It's like, well, yeah, but, like... We also have the threat of violence, like pretty like if me and a girl go out to a bar and he like it's very possible he and I could get into a fight and I could die. You know what I mean? Like there's a different level of challenges and setbacks and benefits to each thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's why, you know, I don't know. I guess do you ever feel like I don't know. Was it comfortable for you, or maybe you've gone up and down on it? But have you ever felt like comfortable with that role?
With the female role?
Yeah, maybe not in like the cosmetic way, but like where like did you ever feel like I kind of like did you know like I want a dude who's kind of like not a you know ambiguous gay? You know what I mean? Like I kind of want a dude who can protect. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, I do like it. I think the older I get, the more I like it. I used to want to be like a dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of a tomboy. And growing up, I was, you know, riding skateboards and, you know, I didn't put on makeup till I was in my 30s. You know, I mean, I just was more like a dude. But now I kind of like having my manly husband and like, being the girl. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, like, I enjoy going to get my hair done and getting my Botox done, and he can go play with his guns and his motorcycles. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
why do you gotta say play? Come on, it's not just toys. You know,
it is toys.
There's respectable. there's fucking gravitas in guns and football. All right, God damn it, it's very important.
Football.
I don't know what you said. Toys. You said guns and something.
Motorcycle. Do you watch football?
Sometimes, yeah. Oh. I'm trying to more. But like, I don't know. I've always been kind of like when it does happen, I'm a bit of a fucking bandwagon jumper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I'm busy with other shit. You know what I mean? I've got other shit going on. So what's the trajectory for if you're ever able to retire? I know you're saying like next week you want to retire. But like, what's the trajectory of like to people like you said you've spent 13 years in this business? Do most people go like another 20 and then get out, or what's?
I think most people go to another business because it doesn't pay a lot of money.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, no, you don't make any money, and it's physically exhausting, and most people get out by the time they're my age.
But it's like, I mean, does the benefits to your heart and your life outweigh that so far anyway?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that? What is the benefits? Like,
I love what I do. Like, honestly, if I was rich, I would do it for free. Okay. I would I enjoy going to work for the most part. I enjoy what I do. I love being around the animals. I love the science behind it. I enjoy my work, which isn't, a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't enjoy their work. You know what I mean? They go to work, they punch in, they punch out, they hate it. So I think that alone is a huge benefit. When I take time off work, I miss the animals, you know, so I love it.
You actually miss the actual, the people, or not the people. God damn it. Why do I keep saying people? But like the specific animal, like are there people?
In general, like I work in a big hospital. I could walk from like one department to the other and see, oh, there's a cute little puppy. Oh, there's an old
I see. All
cat.
Right.
Oh, there's a, you know, can I touch this? Can I play with that? Can I kiss this guy? And I can randomly go around and pick up any animal usually and like kiss on them and love them and walk away and like.
Right. Have you ever been able to how often would a dog, as an example, or a cat, douches, where like how often does a dog come in who's like just not okay? Like, don't fucking come here. Don't touch me. God damn it. Like,
oh, you mean like mean?
Yeah, mean.
Daily.
Okay. But obviously, you know, it's not, I mean.
They're scared. They're sick. They don't, they're not feeling it.
Their paws
I'm not
fucked
their
up.
mother. You know what I mean? Their paws fucked up. Their head, in my department, their head's fucked up. So their brain something's wrong with their brain.
Jesus,
just a good department for me.
Do you ever, wow. Okay. So is there ever like what's some of the things that happen there? Like what's some signs of neurological issues? Drooling, pissing, like what's the deal?
It's such a broad question. I mean, so we either deal with brain or back. So either they're not walking, they get acutely paralyzed, and then they need a back surgery. So that's a very simple, like you're not walking, you need surgery. Or the brain side, like they have epilepsy, they have seizures.
Jesus, I don't know if I could see a dog having a seizure.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Jesus Christ, dude. Having to hold it while
dude. It's sad.
Ugh. Is it always end of life, or is there sometimes you do surgery on a or epileptic?
I mean, epilepsy. It's just like people have epilepsy. You give them drugs and they live like that. And sometimes they have seizures, and sometimes they don't, unless they have a brain tumor, and then it's usually like a matter of time. Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
They have a tumor.
Have you ever been bit?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the worst one?
Years ago I got bit by cat. Cats have dirty mouths. Dogs, I don't think have dirty mouths as much, but if you get bit by a cat, usually you need antibiotics and you need to go to the hospital and stuff. So I got bit by a cat on my knuckle. My hand swelled up so bad I had to take off my wedding ring, and I had to take antibiotics.
Jesus.
Cats have dirty mouths.
Do you also deal with animals besides cats and dogs?
No, not where I'm at now. In my general practice, we had turtles, ferrets, rabbits, snake.
I feel like I would like to see a turtle have a seizure.
Well, not the seizure, but do you try and get blood off a turtle? You have to wait till they poke their little head out of their shell, and then you have to grab their neck, grab their head.
Whoa.
And like try and get blood off it. I mean, it's impossible.
Blood? What do you mean blood off of it?
Blood. If you need to take blood from an animal, which is how we do like diagnostics.
Oh, take blood. Okay,
yeah.
Right.
Turtles, you know.
You gotta wait for the fucking... Jesus, what a dick. That's creepy. And it must feel like such a weird... Like its head is wanting to go back in. Right. That's creepy. It's just this fucking baby dick come at you and you gotta grab it.
It's fucked up.
Does it feel like a turkey neck? You ever felt like a chicken's neck or a turkey's? I don't know why I got specific there for a second. I just that just feels like a weird thing.
It is a weird thing.
Do turtles?
I've only dealt with 2 turtles.
Okay.
It's not like a thing.
All right, and so you had to take blood from them. Yeah. But what were their problems?
I don't remember. I don't think they were feeling well. There was only one doctor that saw like the reptiles. They quit eating, or they're having diarrhea or something. Like they're in their little thing.
Turtle diarrhea. Yeah. Jesus. This is a weird episode. This is a really weird episode.
I'm sweating in here.
Game of Thrones and fucking turtle diarrhea.
Sure.
Oh my god. Anyway, how are you feeling?
Hot and sweaty.
Do you? There is sometimes I turn off the AC because it gets fucking freezing in here. Do you want a peanut butter fudge cookie?
No, thank you.
Okay. I don't know.
It's random.
Yeah, I had them the other day. I decided I keep fucking making many resolutions but never a decision.
Right. Right.
Regarding food, it's a motherfucker, man.
It's hard.
It's really goddamn hard because it's not the food that's the problem. Surprise.
Right.
It's the fucking shit underneath it. It's the fear and the I don't deserve love and all that shit underneath it that's like I have to actually now dig it up and look at it. Ugh.
Do you feel like when you eat, would you feel like before you lost all this weight and stuff, when you ate, would you feel like when you ate something like bad, like French fries or something good like that, like a sense of relief? Did you get relief from it?
Yeah. So even last night, I woke up yesterday. So Friday I had cheat day, and then Saturday I woke up. I was like, well, that sucked. I'm gonna do better today. So I started on my normal plan, and then halfway through the day, I was doing some writing, and I just brought up some shit, and I was already obviously looking for an excuse. It's not the writing's fault. But I decided, I'm going to have some fucking, and I was at a place and there was this free homemade coffee cake with cheese. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to have some fucking coffee cake. So I had some coffee cake. And once the seal is broken, I don't fuck around. I'm not like a, and I know that mentally I should be able to just go, okay, well, I had a piece of coffee cake, and done. And I'm going back to my regular plan. But I know better. It turns into things. And so, but what's weirder, or not weirder, but it's similar to what alcohol and drugs were for me. Once I make the decision, I already feel a little bit
right before you even eat it.
Yeah, before I'm like walking into Domino's, you know what I mean? Like I'm already just like, hey man, how you doing? Yeah, thanks, and then immediately I want to get my shit and I want to go away into my car, into my house with Netflix and variety of food because it's not just I don't want just this. I want this and that and a little bit of ice cream or whatever. I want the whatever. Yeah, I do not fuck around. That's why I was calling it, I was making a joke on the Bridget episode. It was like I call it a treat day, but what I do to myself is not a treat.
Right.
It's weird shit. Do you ever deal with that stuff outside of after getting sober? Is there stuff that you're like, this is a problem?
Yeah, I do that with food a little bit because I asked you that because I feel like a sense of relief when I eat something bad, like greasy and salty and good. Like I just feel like, yes, Yeah. I've even like, I'll be coming home from somewhere and I'll go through a drive-through and I'll hide it. I'll hide it from my husband. Like I eat it and I dump the remnants before I get home. It's like cigarettes, man. Yeah.
Did you ever smoke?
For years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When did you quit? When did you quit?
When I was 33. When I started dating Chicken because he hates smoking and.
Does he really? Did he never smoke?
He never smoked.
He never. What a little pansy.
Yeah,
I
he hated cigarettes. He hated.
I haven't smoked since 2011, but I still love the smell. I don't know. I don't understand people who don't.
Smells like an outhouse.
Outhouse.
So I like a fresh cigarette. Like if somebody's smoking a freshie.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
But when they smoke and then come back in, they stink like an outhouse.
I can get on that.
Yeah.
I can get on that.
Yeah.
But like, I remember when I was a kid. We were at some block party or something, or no, I think it was like 4th of July, sitting by some water, and like people are smoking because back in the day, you just smoked. It wasn't right. Oh yeah, this is blowing in my kid's face. I'm not going to say, "Excuse me, can you take your cigarette away from my child?"
Thingamajig, whatever they smoke now.
What in the what?
E-cigarette.
Yeah. There was no respect. Oh, I'll take this away from your son. It was like, no, fucking. So that secondhand smoke drifted into my face, and like that, there's something nostalgic about that. There's something weird that smell still fucking absolutely tugs at me. I don't know why. Yeah, but Huh?
I loved cigarettes. Now another generation thing is people don't smoke anymore. They fucking smoke those things. They vape. They vape, which I don't get. No. And so when I do see somebody that actually smokes still, I'm very, very honored and proud of them. And I thank them for still smoking, like if you're going to smoke.
Yeah, I'm like, keep up the fight.
Keep smoking.
Keep up the goddamn fight.
Don't smoke a peach flavored vape.
Right.
What is that?
I want a little, I like a little death. I like a little fucking destruction every couple of days. Something just knock something over or set something on fire. You know what I mean? I just like a little, just to scratch the itch. And I guess that's what food partially has done for me as well. But it's a weird, it's a weird thing because it's especially with losing weight. I've lost all this weight, so I'm like, I can afford it. You know what I mean? I can afford another 5 pounds. I can afford it. I'll be back down another 5 pounds in a minute. You know what I mean? Just let me. I'm gonna do that because this plan that I'm on is really effective. So it's like, okay, now that that's why part of what helped me make that decision. But the really fucked up part is that I do that same mental fucking alcoholic dance of like, no, I can't. I walked out to the car the other day on Friday or something, or Thursday, I can't remember. And I walked out to the car and I'm like, am I gonna cheat on my diet today? No, it's fine. No, it's fine. And I walked out, I'm like, no, I am. I literally stopped halfway to the car, like. It's fucked up, man. Yeah. I don't know why this is becoming this episode, but it's because it's a thing. It's a fucking thing, man.
It's a thing. Yeah. Food is a thing. I get it. I think I told you I tried to not eat processed sugar and flour for like a week.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm not a big person, but I was a little bit bigger than I should have been. Okay. And so I tried.
So you're like 4 pounds instead of the 3 pounds. Fat bitch.
The chin, the double chin, the Kybella shit.
Would you stop with the
So I stopped for like a week, and it was like stopping smoking or drugs or alcohol. It was like the first 3 days I wanted to kill somebody. I was miserable. And then like after 3 or 4 days, like I started feeling better. Like I had more energy, and it wasn't about losing weight. It was about I had way more energy than I've ever had. Okay. Like I usually need to drink coffee all day, and I would nap in the afternoon. Like I had no energy because I'm constantly up and down from the sugar, and I eat a lot of sugar. So I did it like a week without it, and I had so much energy. Right. And then I felt great, and I started losing weight, and I did that for a few weeks, and then I was like, I've lost my weight. I'm good. And now I'm back on like bread. There's tons of bread in my house.
Bread is fucking delicious.
It's so good.
I don't understand how people live. Oh, see, that's the thing. That's the fucked up thing. I keep playing. There's 2 things I haven't been able to check off my cheat day list over the last couple of months. I haven't had pasta or like good ass fried rice. I've had a ton of pizza. Give me some sushi. I've checked off the fucking list. Good. Popeyes. Fucking. You don't like Popeyes?
I live across the street from a Popeyes.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, yeah,
but I don't eat it.
It's Hayward. Where the black people come from.
there's on my corner, before you get to my house, there's a Popeyes, a Jack in the Box, a KFC, and a Wendy's. I shit you not. God. I shit you not.
Why is Wendy's still alive? What the fuck is wrong with people? Wendy's have never... Like, I'll do it if I'm starving. But
I don't think I've ever done it.
Even Jack in the Box is better than fucking... Yeah. Give me a Carl's Jr. You know what I mean? Fucking... I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna go
pasta.
Off on another rant. Oh yeah, I haven't been able to the pasta. The problem is, I don't know. I don't eat things that are cooked with booze, and so like a lot of fucking pastas sometimes. Just a little wine sauce and this and that. And
you don't cook?
Okay. No. I'm lazy, man. I think I did a mac and cheese after Bridget and I talked about it. I tried the mac and cheese thing, but it's been like 10 years. Not 10 years. It's been like at least 7 years since I've cooked any fucking mac and cheese, probably. Wow. So like I tried it, you know what I mean? But I'm like, I didn't do a very good job. So I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, you want to keep going?
No.
Okay.
I feel like
I leave it up to you, man.
I feel like we've talked long enough.
No, I'm not opposed to them. These other motherfuckers have talked for like 2.5 hours.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Each episode is like 2.5 hours.
I didn't know that.
I just did a episode. Mean Dave was last week's, or a few days ago. The last episode. He's a comedian.
Okay.
Yeah, funny guy. But it was like 3 hours long.
Oh my gosh.
And I would throw out a topic or throw out a sentence, and then he just
would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. But fucking, it's difficult to not like let this whole thing, because people really like the podcast and they like my music, and I'm not famous by any means, but I'm people like my stupid shit. But like, it's hard being like a known person, because I do want to just set fire to everything sometimes. You know what I mean? I do want to go like, because I've said some foul ass shit, use the N-word, fucking say all kind of...
I know. I fucking heard some of your shit, and I was like, oh man, I hope he doesn't do that shit when I'm on.
You said the fucking worst things.
What?
You said, yeah, absolutely. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But like, it's a risky thing, and so that also means I have to have tact, and so it's definitely, I haven't broken that yet, but I'm trying not to. You know what I mean? And that's a funny thing to say with all the foul shit that I've said.
Right.
But personality wise, you know what I mean? Because actually, I was gonna say this. My mom, we were on the phone the other day, and she was like, she listens fucking to everything, and she subscribes to everything, and she loves my music. She's rah number one mom. But she was like, yeah, I was listening to an episode, and I think I just realized I should probably turn it off. And I was like thinking about some of the things I've said in the last couple of episodes. I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good idea, Mom. That's probably a good idea.
Poor Mom.
I know, dude. Poor people, man. Anyway.
She knows what you are.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank
I really
you for
appreciate
having me.
This is a good conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know why you were so fucking tripped out about it, but I hope it was worth your time and your energy.
Absolutely.
Tell Chicken I said I love him very much. Yeah. Anything, you don't need to plug anything. You don't do anything. But yeah, go watch Game of Thrones, everybody. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.